Hello everyone and welcome back to the Little Quilter. Today we are going to be doing a video that I asked you guys if you were interested in me making. It is a video about the quilt projects that I have on my to-do list this year. And a lot of you guys were like, yes, we want to hear about it. So here is that video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into this. There's not a particular order to it. I do have the one in my lap is the one I think that I will start working on next, and probably one of the more recent ones. I don't actually know when this pattern was created, and I don't know that I want to totally open it up just yet, but it is the Sparrows quilt here. So this is the Sparrows quilt by Pen and Paper Patterns, and I got it from the Quilt Spot. It was on sale, and the other reason I got it is I have seen this pattern on Pinterest and a couple other places, and I just thought it was so pretty. And I have a coworker that is pregnant, and I wanted to make her a quilt. So this is why it's the next one that I'm going to be doing, because there is a bit of a timeline to that process, and she's already a little bit through her pregnancy, so I want to try and get this thing done before that. If not, I think that's okay, because then I could at least embroider on it the back, the baby's name, as well as the date that she was born, all of those things, which would be really cute and sweet. But it would be nice to give it to her before she has her baby as well. So we'll see how that goes. But this is the actual pattern here. And the next one. So the next one, I'm not going to spend too long on. You guys, I have talked about this quilt before, and unfortunately, I never got around to making it. But it is the Lisa the Unicorn by Elizabeth Hartman quilt. So, and I purchased these rolls of beautiful fabric to do the color gradient on the unicorn's mane. This was actually purchased to make for one of my nieces. I showed her a bunch of Elizabeth Hartman quilts and she picked this one out. But I haven't gotten around to making it. So that is another one on my big list of to do, maybe by this summer, because she has a birthday this summer. Well, she has a birthday every summer, but her birthday is this summer, and I guess that would be kind of a cool present to give to her. So we will see how that works out for me. Next quilt that I got was kind of a spur of the moment project that I purchased. It is from Pretty Little Hedgehog Etsy shop, and it is called the Hello Spring Quilt. And you grab it here. So again, by Pen and Paper Patterns. You see, I tend to be drawn to very similar designers. I don't know, are you guys like that as well? I did not know that this pattern and the Sparrow pattern were from the same designers, but this is what that quilt looks like. I just thought it looked really fun and really cute, and that's, you know, the colors of it as well. It's very modern looking to me, maybe like mid-century modern, which I really like that style. So it just kind of called me to make it, and I don't know, maybe I will give it to my daughter. I don't really have anybody in mind for this quilt. It was just on sale and I thought it looked really cute, and so I got it. Do you guys do that as well? You know, sometimes you just see a quilt kit and you're like, man, it's on sale, or this fabric's on sale, and that's why this year I'm not buying anything else until I get these done. So we're at 3 patterns so far, or 3 quilts so far. The next one that I'm going to do here, again, this is one that is on my to-do list. I have a timeline of getting this one done. It is for a friend's mother, and it is the Legendary quilt by Elizabeth Hartman. Again, another Elizabeth Hartman quilt. So we've got 2 designers, 4 quilts, but they really love Sasquatch. So I had in mind to do this pattern, and it was a quilt kit. So I've got all of my fabric here in this really beautiful bundle. And I have to get this done by around May. So that's a goal as well, to get it done. We'll see if I reach all of these goals. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna do our very, very best. For this one, for this quilt, I have actually already purchased a pantograph for it, and it's actually one of feet. I think, again, it's supposed to be for like a baby quilt, and it's supposed to be like baby feet, but in this instance, I'm planning on it being Sasquatch feet. So I thought that would look really cute to do. Yeah, so I thought that would look really cute. Okay, the next quilt that I have, I don't even know how long I've had it for. Multiple years. So it's pretty old. It is a Lella Boutique pattern, so by Vanessa Gortzen, and she was the designer of the reindeer crossing quilt. So this is the pattern that she has. It's beautiful, and the colors, again, the color pattern palette on this, I think, is what really drew me to it. I'm hoping that once I start on it, it's going to be a fairly quick project, just because it's a lot of repetitiveness, right? So a lot of stars and a lot of these sort of circular boxes, but it's a gorgeous quilt. And I got it because I purchased this stack of beautiful fabric right here. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have enough to do this quilt. And I realized it like way late. So I ended up going on Etsy, and I was able to find the other fabric that I needed to complete this quilt. So this was not necessarily a quilt kit, but I do believe I have all of the fabric now to actually complete this quilt. So it's kind of a kit now. This one, though, I've had it for a long time. I don't know if it says, yeah. So the copyright on this one is 2020. So it's been out for at least 4 years. And yeah, I'm gonna do it this year, though. This year, this quilt is getting done. At least. I have to at least do the very oldest one this year, right? That's gotta be a must. Okay, the last quilt. So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the 6th quilt. And this was one of the newer ones that I purchased. I purchased this one last year. Again, it was a quilt kit by Moda, and it's just, aren't all of these so pretty? I feel very Midwestern vibes when I look at this. I don't necessarily have somebody in particular. I was thinking of a neighbor that we have. I think it might look good in their house. But I just loved all of the different block styles. And I think these would be really, really fun to free motion quilt all different and just unique blocks, because they're all so different and unique. Like, I don't even think that there is a repeating block on this. Yeah, there's not even a repeating block on here. So doing them all differently would be beautiful. So this is the last one. I have not even opened this. Let's see. So I don't even know what it looks like in here. Oh, it's so gorgeous. The Nova Star quilt, that's what it's called, by Buchanan. And it is just, gosh, it's so pretty. Here's the, I'm gonna hold it up. I don't wanna get them all out, but here's what the fabric's looking like in there. I just love it. All of the little horses. It's so cute. Okay, now that that's in there. Also, isn't this nice? I wish every quilt came in this. You could like just stack them on your bookshelf and have like the quilt name and everything. We should, like, everybody should aim to do this. I don't know if that would be super wasteful with all of these boxes, but it would be so helpful for like looking at your shelves and just seeing like, yes, I have this quilt, and this quilt to make, instead of a bunch of stacked fabric. So I love the idea of having it all together in this beautiful, gorgeous box. All right, guys, that is all of them. So 6 quilts that I definitely want to make this year, and once I make all of those, then I will move on. I'm still getting the and I still have the produce section, so I will be working on that, but I believe that finishes this summer. Once we finish that block of the month, I will definitely purchase another block of the month pattern. So if you see one out there that you think looks really cool and that you would like to see us do here together, or maybe we can work on as a group, let me know whenever you see it, and I'll take a look at it for sure, because I always like to have at least one block of the month coming. It's kind of fun getting stuff in the mail every month for quilting. It kind of fulfills that sort of desire to have, to buy something, to get something new, and you're working on it as well. I find it a very rewarding process because you just can focus on that little section of the quilt. You get it done, you feel accomplished, you've done something for the month, and then you can just set it aside and go back to all of your other projects you want to do. So I will definitely be continuing block of the month once the produce section is finished. I believe that's going to finish sometime this summer, around June or July is when we started. I can't remember exactly. What else? And then of course, the goal will be to quilt these. Okay, and so other than these quilts, I only have 3 quilts that I need to finish quilting. So the pas de deux is one of those, and as soon as I have the 2 quilts that I have more of a timeline done, I'm going to get the pas de deux quilt onto the quilting frame because I so am ready to quilt that. I'm not technically ready because I haven't finished designing all of it, but I've really enjoyed coming up with different designs for that quilt, and I'm really excited to quilt that quilt just because I've so enjoyed that process. What else? Oh, I have a flying geese quilt that I want to get done, and then there's another quilt that I cannot remember what the block is, but it was made with I think it was Chateau fabric by Moda, maybe? Well, anyways, I can't remember. It's a beautiful quilt as well, just a repeating pattern, very similar to this in that it's got a same design. It's just we're repeating it with different fabric on there. So it's similar to this, not the exact fabric block, or not the exact block, but a different block, but very similar to that in that it's the same block and just redoing different fabrics on there. So that one would be fun. Again, I don't know. We'll get to that when we get to it. So, all right, so that is all of the quilts that I have to do. And if you guys have a particular one that you're wanting me to do first, second, third, whatever, please comment down below. I do think I need to do the Sparrows quilt and maybe the Legendary quilt by Elizabeth Hartman first, but after that, it's kind of a free-for-all. So if there's one that you want to see me do, please make sure to comment down below so that I get to that one sooner rather than later. Again, the goal is to do them all this year, so keep watch for your favorite one, and we will be doing it as well. And then, as always, if you have questions or comments, let me know down below. If there's a block of the month you're interested in doing or you're interested in me doing, comment down below as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Little Quilter.